From Vince Scully Avenue, welcome to Dodger Stadium. The show presents the National League Division Series. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Here's Xander Bogaerts.
Leading off the afternoon for San Diego, the shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
The 2-1. There's a strike. Stays alive. Two now. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. The 2-2. In the air to left center. Peralta settles under this one. Squeezes it. And there's one away. Now it's the second baseman, Ha-Sung Kim. One down, base is empty. And a count 1-2.
His eyes got big. He saw that changeup way out in front. Better to pull it than to get jammed on something off speed like that.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Now 2 out. Now the youngster Juan Soto. And a pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Chris Soto was a runner-up for the National League Rookie of the Year in 2018 to Ronald Acuna Jr. and then a runner-up for the MVP in 2021 to Bryce Harper. Is this a guy you think could win an MVP somewhere down the line?
No, I expect him.
And there's the third out. That'll do it for the inning. Back here at Dodger Stadium. And now the shortstop, Miguel Rojas.
The shortstop, Miguel Rojas.
Right-hander kicks, deals. In the dirt. Murphy down to first with it. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
David Peralta at the plate. That one well upstairs. 2 balls and a strike. Darvis, who's played for the Rangers, Dodgers, Cubs, and Padres, but he's been an all-star in both leagues, Singy.
An all-star and a fan favorite is really becoming endeared.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he's in there. It's a first-inning double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke. The crowd here has been fired up even before the first pitch for this series, and they'll go crazy right here if they can take an early first-inning lead.
Next one misses, and the count is 3-1.
This would be huge right here if they could get on the board and be the first ones to score in this one with the home field advantage. Get that crowd behind you and just intimidate the opposition a little bit more.
Freeman will take his base. First and second, 1 out. And up next for Los Angeles, Mookie Betts. Here's a 1-1. Sliced hard but foul. Peralta, the lead runner, out at second. Freeman over at first with 1 away. Misses off the inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. He's got it. 2 down. And here is J.D. Martinez.
JD.
2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Pitch misses inside. 3-1. Now a fly ball to right center. Can't get there, base hit. 1 runs in. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds at third.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
Chris Taylor down.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got 1 run in. You got to try to get another one or maybe 2.
Kicks and fires. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. 2 on, 2 outs. Good eye right there.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. New inning getting started. Now it's Matt Carpenter.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Here's a 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. Left-hand hitter waits. And that one is lifted in the air. Peralta makes the grab, 1 down. Will Myers now.
That is it. The right fielder, number 8, Will Myers.
Slow ground ball to the right side. Freeman takes it to the bag. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. Jake Cronenworth getting ready to hit. And here it comes.
Ball 2.
That one ripped right center field. That's back. And it's out of here. He blasts one out to right, and we are starting over. It's 1-1. Now it's Tom Murphy. Two down, nobody on. Right down to shoot. That's strike 2. Swings through it for the K. Pulled the string on the changeup. Back here at Chavez Ravine, bottom half of inning number 2. Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. And a 1-1. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. The pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. Chris, Darvish debuted with the Rangers back in 2012. It's been a pretty successful big league career. Pulled down the line. This one hammered, but it's foul.
Yeah, I remember when he came into the league and talking about 7, 8 pitches that this guy had. And, wow, you're just scratching your head. If you're a hitter, what do you look for?
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now one away. And now it's going to be Andy PADRES. Swing and a tapper. Throws to first. And that quickly 2 away. Austin Barnes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. The wind and the pitch. And another ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a
2
miss.
balls, 2 strikes.
The wind of the pitch. Outside. Tied up here in the early going. Popped up. Bogarts in position. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Back here at the ballpark, top half of the 3rd inning. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate.
Trent Grisham.
Next offering is fouled back. Next one misses. Ball 3. Got it by him for the K. And here is Eggy Rosario. Swing and a miss. And it's 1 and 2. And the pitch. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And here comes Xander Bogaerts. 0 for 1 so far. Pitch misses, and the count is even 2 and 2. Base knock center field. Could be extra bases. Now he turns and heads for second. Bogaerts into second. Here's the second baseman, Ha-Sung Kim. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. 1-1 now. And there's a strike. The pitch. Fouls it off. Still 1 and 2. Runner at second, 2 down. Foul ball, still a 1 and 2 count. Man on second, 2 down.
2-2 now.
strike three. Got him looking on the changeup. Welcome back as we go to the last of the third. Miguel Rojas at the plate.
Miguel Rojas.
The wind of the pitch. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Murphy pulls that one down, and there's one away.
Up next to the left fielder, Jason Peralta.
The wind to kick the pitch. Swings through that.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. The pitch.
That's a ball.
Foul ball. Another 2-2 upcoming. Out towards right center field. Grisham settles under it. Puts the squeeze on that one. 2 away. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. He reached on a walk his first time.
Freeman.
Next pitch way upstairs. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That one back there, and it is gone. Freddie Freeman bops one out of here, and just like that, they're out front. It's 2-1. 2 outs, nobody on. And next will be the Dodgers cleanup hitter, Mookie Betts. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Righty delivers.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Grisham trying to get there. Flashes the leather on the running catch. And that's the inning. And welcome back. Here's Juan Soto.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
Do you love the Soto shuffle?
Yes, I do. I think it's a little flair, little flash at first, maybe seen as arrogant, but I think the talent backed it up and everybody was okay with it.
Pitch misses there. Now 2-2. And now the count filled up 3-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Got him looking. That's the first out in the top of the 4th. Matt Carpenter, the next up for the Padres. He's 0 for 1. Up the middle. Rojas in the hole. Jump throw. Throw not in time. It's an unlikely infield single. Will Myers, the next to hit. Grounded out his first time up. The lefty ready. And a 1-1. That one missed. And the pitch. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Kicks and deals. Got him! That's the second out. Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres. He's already homered in this one. Carpenter, the runner at first with 2 gone. Out to short. They take the force out, and that is that. Bottom of the 4th, and now J.D. Martinez.
The designated hitter.
Chris, that 2018 Red Sox team that won it all, J.D. Martinez was a vital cog in that offensive machine. Of course, Mookie Betts on that team as well, but Martinez led the majors with 130 runs batted in. He was outstanding. That misses. 3-1 now.
Yeah, and he was the guy that other players fed off of. I mean, his level of intensity and focus and preparation, paying attention to video, batting practice video, going back in afterwards. His teammates fed off of it, and I think that's what elevated the offense.
The 1-2. Grounded to third. Could be 2. Over to Kim. 1. Double play. That was some defensive wizardry.
I think there's always something pretty about watching a 5-4-3 double play get turned. I mean, just seeing the ball whipped around the diamond with quickness and accuracy, that was nice.
Started after it. Appeal to third. And yes, he offered at it. Back here in L.A. Ready now for the 5th inning. So here's Murphy now. Here's a 1-1. He swings and fouls one off. Base hit into right center.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. That could be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
And now the lefty spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
2-2 on the way. And he dodges that fastball.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
Got him swinging. Now, Eggy Rosario.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
The 1-1. On the corner for a strike. Popped up left side. And that one gets down, fair ball. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
Well, those kind of lucky soft hits will always make you smile. Just a bloop hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop.
Here's the pitch. Both runners on the move. The 1-1 is fouled off. At the belt and fires. Popped in the air, left side. Muncy moving under this one. And there's 2 down.
That was a good, hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
That's a strike, and the count 1-2. Rocketed out towards right center. Betts makes the grab on the run. Back here at Dodger Stadium, bottom of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Andy Pages. 2-2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 2-2 now. Up the middle. Bogarts handles the chance, and he's safe at first. Next up, the Dodgers catcher, Austin Barnes. He popped out his first time. And a pitch. And that one cutting but missing down low. Is on the way. High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Pages gets his lead at first with nobody out. And that's ball four.
Base knock, and now a free pass. This has the makings of a big inning if they can get a couple more quality at bats.
Miguel Rojas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Next pitch inside. 2-1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
That one's in there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Got him swinging, and one away. So up next, David Peralta. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Now this is in the air down the line. Myers under it. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Throw, and it gets away. The tag, and they got him. A double play. And a no-no on the bases as he makes the 3rd out at third base. Not good. Caleb Ferguson into the game.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Well, 1-run game, and now it's Juan Soto. Infield shifted to the pull side. Swings and misses, struck him out. He swung over top of the curveball. Now here is Matt Carpenter. Here comes a 3-2. And he chases that one. Now 2 away. Now here is Will Myers. The 1-1. That's hard hit in the line. Betts makes the play, and it's out number 3. So the Padres with a new arm on the mound, Steven Wilson.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Number 36, Steven Wilson.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. He's already homered in this game.
Freeman.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Well, with both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Now 1 away. And now it's Mookie Betts. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. And a foul ball.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. Because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
3-2 now. In the air, left field. Soto gets under it. Hauls it in for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's J.D. Martinez.
J.D. Martinez.
That one ripped. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Yency Almonte.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Well, 1-run game. Jake Cronenworth now at the plate. Here's a 2-1. And that one clips the corner. And now it's filled up.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter at this point in the ball game. You know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
That one 95 to finish him off. Tom Murphy, the next up for the Padres. And the right-hander deals. Flails at that one. It's a strikeout. Trent Grisham, the next up for the Padres. The 1-1 is fouled off. Next offering is down low. Ball 2.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Out into left center for a line drive base hit. Around first, digging for 2. The throw into second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. And it's even better when it gets you extra bases. Love looking in at your dugout and seeing the guys fired up.
So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound. Rustar Grotero.
Power slider guy, Bill. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
Stepping in, Eggy Rosario. Swings through that one.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
1-2 now. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Rojas makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Nabil Prismat takes over on the mound.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their guys a chance to fight back into the game.
And here is Chris Taylor.
For the Dodgers, the second baseman, Chris Taylor.
The pitch. And downstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss as he was out front. The pitch. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And that's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
And now it's Max Muncy. Steps on the bag for one. Oh, nice stop at first. To the shortstop at second, but it pulls him off the base. And now the center fielder, Andy Pages. Next offering is in for a strike. Taylor over at second, one down. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And he grounds one back up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. He decides to eat it, and he reaches safely.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boyd. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Digging in, Austin Barnes. Right-handed reliever. Battling here as he fouls it away.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Got him looking. And there's two down. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Miguel Rojas. Runners on first and third, two away. Misses inside, and that's ball three.
Two out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Lined, and that's a base hit. In to score from third, and it's 3-1.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center field.
Drew Pomeranz taking over on the mound.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Next to hit, David Peralta. And a pitch. That's in there. And that is strike two. Got him looking for the K. Called strike three and a fastball up in the zone. Back here at Chavez Ravine for the top of the eighth. So digging in now for San Diego, Xander Bogaerts. Here comes a pitch. That one fouled off, 2-2.
You know, these Padres, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat, and that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
Taylor whips it to first, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Next pitch is in the dirt, 2-1. Comes a 2-2. The other way. He hauls it in. 2 away. New pitcher for the Dodgers, Alex Vesia. He's being eased into the game here with the bases empty. Juan Soto now.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
Fouls that off to the left and will do it again. And a foul ball, he stays alive. 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat. Back here at the ballpark, bottom of the 8th, and now the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman
kicks and fires, and there's a ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Misses off the inside, and now 3 balls and a strike, and here it comes. And that's in for a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Got him swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Now it's Mookie Betts.
Mookie Betts.
The big lefty turns, kicks, deals.
That's a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that misses off the outside edge. Towards first. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Now he gets it to the pitcher covering the bag. And they do get the second out of the inning. 2 outs, base is empty. And now J.D. Martinez. Swing and a base hit. Tim Hill gets the call from the pen.
Taylor. Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Padres, number 25, Tim Hill.
And next for L.A., Chris Taylor. 2-1 now. On the ground to third. On to Kim. Inning over. So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Evan Phillips.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Here's the cleanup hitter for the Padres, Matt Carpenter.
The third baseman, Matt Carpenter.
Next pitch misses outside, and it's 2-1. That's inside. And the 3-1. Found back our way, and that's out of play. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
They're not ready to go home quite yet.
Will Myers will hit next. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Back up the, oh, that got him. Not in time. He's safe.
The first baseman, number 9.
Now a move being made at second base. Entering is the pinch runner, Adam Engel.
Now running at second base.
First and second, no outs. And now here is Jake Cronenworth. Bounce to third. The feed for 1. On to Freddie. Double play. Now the catcher up to hit, Tom Murphy. Right-hander kicks, deals. Lifted in the air, out to left. He'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers claim game 1 here at home.
It's pretty early in this series to say a must-win game, but when you've got home field advantage, it's a luxury, but you have to protect it. Huge win in game 1 to set the tone.
Not a ton of offense to chat about as we look at the final numbers, but this was a good one.
Yeah, it was a low-scoring game, Boog, but sometimes those can be the best, especially this time of year.
And your final 3-1. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. For the victorious Dodgers, 3 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Padres, 1 run, 7 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 43 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon, a sellout, 56,000. The Dodgers thank you for attending today's game. And as you leave Dodger Stadium, we remind you to please drive home safely.